In the house today, we have Stetson and Char back.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fun fact.
The favorite siblings.
The favorite. Actually, gosh, last time we had this conversation,
It went right over Hope's head.
we started with talking about how we bully me. We're not doing
Let's
that
do it again.
No, let's not do it again.
Hey, what's another bully?
Let's not talk about it. Let's
Hope
just bully you.
Yeah.
No,
Let's
please
just show
not.
them.
Yeah, you stupid idiot.
Good
Okay.
one, Matt.
Okay, so and we had a live audience.
Get in the back,
which
you
know.
loser.
Back in the bus.
Okay,
Loser.
so
Do you know where that's from?
No.
yeah,
Why don't you start with that story?
I'm not a rat.
no, Matt, you, someone said that to you when they bullied you in hockey.
You were getting hazed.
No.
It was like Christian Hayes, and they were like, "Get in the back, you
We
loser."
can't talk about that in this
Oh, really?
climate. Hazing doesn't exist.
Oh, it
You wanna
wasn't
get
real
the school I
hazing.
went to canceled
It
for the
was-
second time.
They've been canceled more than that. Also, it wasn't really hazing; it was like Christian kid
Yeah, I
hazing.
volunteered.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
like making you sit in the back of the car.
yeah.
We'll show him.
Okay. Anyways, I got a question for you guys. I started watching a show called Hijack.
Stupid. I turned it off.
Oh, really? Everybody's been telling us to watch it.
Terrible writing.
Really?
It's because it's a slow plot.
And Steve and I
it's
don't.
That's an
stupid.
eight.
It's poorly
Slow
done.
plot.
After 30 minutes, it is dumb. I turned it off.
Really?
Okay. Well, anyways,
Matt's been
Did you
loving
get
it.
into
there's
Foundations?
nothing really else on.
Did you get
There's
into?
nothing on.
Did you get into Foundations?
I watched the first season.
Their second season's out.
I know. I fell
Great.
asleep the second episode.
Oh.
So I'm going to ask my question now.
Okay.
I know Stetson's answer, but do you guys prefer a good show or a good movie?
Show.
Show. I like to invest.
Yeah.
Long
deep,
term.
deep dive.
100%
Like
movie guy.
a 2.5 hour movie isn't long enough for me to
Now.
really see characters develop.
That's why a lot
I
of
would have
people are
definitely said
pivoting.
movie a couple years ago, but I've been
Then Succession
migrating
came
to-
out.
Yeah.
But Succession is an outlier because, so to your point, usually I'm hooked for 1 or 2 seasons, and I realize the shows I like, I can binge watch like it's a long movie. Like, and then a couple of them you'll wait till Sunday or whatever, like on HBO. But I'm a movie guy.
You guys do this weird thing where you both watch the same show, but you won't watch it together. Like one will go ahead.
Yeah, Matt
That's
does
Char.
that.
That's totally wrong.
no.
Steve and I, we wait for the person to make sure we watch it together if
This
we're
is
both
the-
invested.
This is the problem. Char and I will watch 1 or 2 episodes together. I go to bed much earlier than she does. So she'll either watch ahead and then I'll catch up and then we just never land back.
Yeah, no, because
on
Matt
Is that
falls
true?
asleep.
Oh, so does Steve.
That's a problem.
It's part
Do you?
of the very
Do
much
you?
part of the problem.
Is that a male thing? Do you fall asleep during?
No,
Stetson.
and so I'm like, I'm not gonna pause it every time you start snoring.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
like, the minute I hear him going,
Is he
But it
joking?
doesn't mean I'm asleep.
no, he does this clicking noise in the back of his
I'm not
throat.
even asleep when that happens.
Yeah, we get in fights while we're
Wait,
watching a
he
show,
does-
and I'll be
he's being
like,
serious?
"Stop wake snoring! Stop wake snoring!" And he'll just be like the guy from Hey Arnold. Yeah, he's like the guy from Hey Arnold who's like, I'm like,
It's like Darth Vader.
No, all of our
Stop wake
audience
snoring!
members had to hear that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
His mom has great stories about that.
Oh, he did it when he was a kid?
Yeah, and he used to, when you had landlines, his mom would be on the phone with her friend, and he would try to listen, but she always knew when he was on the phone because she'd hear him.
No.
She's like, Matthew,
Answer
hang
it.
up.
I'd be like, oh, hey, Aunt Maureen. Oh, yeah, you want to talk to my mom? Okay. Hey, Mom, Aunt Maureen's on the phone. Okay, thanks, Matt. I'm like, okay, bye, guys. They click. Like,
Creepy kid.
What a creepy
the
kid.
worst part is I was like 18. Kidding.
He's like,
Is that when you had your nipple?
Hope.
help.
It's sensitive.
Oh,
The
man.
nipple was
Just
sensitive?
yeah.
The best part of that story that you never even told was that it got ripped out.
Oh, yeah.
Ew.
Okay, anyways.
Did it heal right?
See?
He has like a split. Actually,
A trip nip?
we knew a kid I think he was in Blacey's class that had a third nipple.
Yeah, trip nip.
Oh, yeah, he was a trip nip.
Yeah, plenty of those.
Oh, there's a lot of
Counted
those?
a couple in my day, yeah.
Oh, really? That's like a thing?
What?
How many people have that?
I don't know.
Where?
What? What do you mean?
Matt said I encountered a couple in my
Why you
day.
gotta make it sexual? Maybe it was.
Oh my
Char.
gosh. Char.
Okay. Keep it going.
Okay, so anyways, there is nothing on. Apple is trying. Actually, I think there's nothing on because of the strike. No, or is that
Oh, yeah.
catching up?
I don't know.
Are we gonna
I
be in
think
like
it's
a
just
lull?
called summer. Because
No,
all
but
summer
there-
always they like pull everything off. It's like fall gets ramped up.
Yeah.
All the big
Yeah.
shows.
But there's-
people are traveling.
The strike, though, I'm assuming is affecting things at some level, or no?
Yeah, but the stuff that's already been done, I don't know.
Yeah, and then you see like what was it, like House of Dragons? That we got into that. News coming out in 2025.
Yeah.
I'm like, why is it taking so long?
Yeah, yeah. Well,
I
they
know
have
it
to-
always sneaks up on you.
It does.
But I
it does,
forget
and then we
what
all get into
happened.
it all
I
over
know.
again, and then we rewatch.
You don't really
everything.
think about it when it's not around, but then when it is,
It's like all you can talk about.
yeah.
Yeah, but I agree with Matt. It does take a while.
I tried that bear show that everyone's been buzzing about.
yeah.
season
Yeah.
2.
Was it good?
Nah,
Well, you don't like food.
don't like food, and I don't like 30-minute shows too.
Yeah.
Why? Why?
Because you like movies. That's
Something about
why.
Long
30-minute
enough.
shows. Yeah, it's just I don't know.
Okay,
Something missing there.
one of my favorite shows in the last 12 months was Severance. When does that come back?
Yeah,
Stetson
that was
hated that
good.
show.
You hated
Yeah,
Severance?
because it's too much thinking for
What?
Stetson.
Too deep.
No, I thought you liked
first of all, I'm
Severance.
the one that got all of you watching it.
Yeah,
so
I
don't
think I agree with that.
I need
think
to
he
keep a
did
very
watching.
documented
Wait, you
journal.
got me watching that?
Yes.
No.
On all these shows.
I think he did. Yeah.
Thank you. Just like Succession.
But you
Yes,
hated it.
Succession
You didn't
too.
Just
finish
like
it.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones too. We watched it together. 10
I watched
years
Game of
ago.
Thrones last year.
Oh yeah.
Just like White Lotus.
No, I don't like White Lotus.
There is a number of shows.
Honestly, not many people in the family I think liked White Lotus.
I loved White Lotus.
Yeah, we
Oh, you
talking
did?
about Hope.
Yeah.
Let's
Oh,
bully Hope.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You were the one that watched it late.
I literally watched the last episode of of season 2. How ridiculous is that?
Yeah,
I didn't
that's-
want to
you-
watch it,
That's
but I
weird.
wanted to see what happened.
You didn't want to watch it, but you
That
wanted
was
to.
such
Yeah.
a great season.
I love Severance. And then we talked about
Better
if
than
we
the
would
first?
ever sever. Stetson
You'd
said.
ever sever.
Stetson said. Char said yeah. Stetson said he'd sever when he drove. Every time he got in the car, he'd
I drive a
sever.
lot.
I think I'm severed right now.
I would
called
sever
being
every time I traveled.
bipolar.
I'd sever every time I got on a plane. 100%.
On
You
a
travel once a
plane?
year.
No, I would travel more.
Wait,
if
you
I
just
severed.
don't like? Wait, you don't like flying?
I just like want to be there, you know. Like I don't want to go on an 8-hour trip or like 24-hour flights or whatever. Does this exist?
That's a good analogy for life, Hope. You don't enjoy the journey enough.
Yeah, life's
being
all about
stuck-
the journey.
No, it's not the
It's
journey.
not about the
You're
destination.
literally just in a can for 13 hours.
I kind of, you know what?
You
the
like
more
that?
I travel, you just kind of have your
When's the
rhythm.
most dangerous
like the
time to be
rhythm?
on a flight?
Not-
Nights? Would you say?
No,
Time of year?
No, in
Time of
the
day.
during the flight. Like would
Oh.
be in the middle.
No,
at
I know the
end,
answer to this.
The beginning.
Landing.
Okay. What is your answer?
I have a good trivia question after this.
I mean, I would assume the descent as well.
Okay.
Take
It
off.
is. No, it's not takeoff. That's the
No,
safest time.
I think it is the safest too. It feels safer.
Yeah, so it's by the first 3 minutes of the flight, so the essentially takeoff, and the last 8 minutes.
The descent.
I was more right.
I think I was right.
And I also was reading about, they had this whole analogy of like putting something in jello and like shaking it. Like that's like what turbulence is. That planes don't crash during like when
No.
you feel turbulence, you kind of get scared. Like, oh my gosh, it might crash. Like
Never.
that's not when it crashes. It's like almost, I don't want to
when-
say impossible, but it's like actually stuck in the,
Like air
Atmosphere. It's like
vacuum.
Air. They call
it's
it
like locked in it
speed
like a
bumps
jello.
in
It's
the
like, so
air.
imagine like shaking a thing of jello.
Yeah, you said
And like
that.
having a thing in it.
Can you explain that again?
You said it.
I get it. I
Yeah,
get it.
because you tried to think of something else and then you just
Like-
went back to
He
jello.
had no
Like-
comparison to Jello.
He was
It's
like
not a lot of comparisons
Yeah,
to jello.
pudding.
No, not same. Not
It's
the
like
same.
in the
the
Jello
same.
family, you
Yeah.
dumb idiot.
It is in the Jello family. All right. Well, I'm gonna pivot.
No, I
to-
have a question.
Yeah. Okay.
Custard.
This is so interesting to me.
That's kind of still in the Jello.
What is the most common dream that
Oh.
Falling.
people have
Death.
It's easy. No,
across the globe?
falling. Dogs have it too.
You think it's falling?
Yeah. Or running or something like that.
I think it's
Someone chasing
Across
them
the
with a knife.
globe. They did a
Like
global
animals,
survey.
including animals.
No, I think it's only humans can take surveys.
A plane crash.
No.
No, I was gonna say
Close.
No.
car crash.
No, across the globe has to
Gosh,
be.
I hope it's not.
Not all, everyone in
No,
the world
this
has
is-
access to that.
This is the most common dream. And I've had this dream. Your teeth falling out.
No, I've never had that dream.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Wonder
sure.
why.
That is.
Sure.
Have you guys ever had that
No.
dream?
No.
No, never once.
Never one time.
Never
Google
once.
it.
Never my dentures
There's
falling
no
out.
way the most common dream is teeth falling out,
Yes.
not falling.
Making this up.
Google
you
it.
made that
Fact check it.
Wait, should I ask Chat
Maybe
GPT
from
or
people in
Google?
a dentist.
Yeah.
Google.
Most.
And
Where'd you read that? In the dentist's office?
yeah, JJ Dental. It's like, avoid this.
Most common
No.
dream, falling. I told you.
Nailed
Yeah,
it.
but Char said, yeah, fall.
No,
your
you gotta
teeth
search more.
falling
Oh,
out.
the second one would be like you're naked somewhere.
Oh
in front
my
of,
god.
Okay,
I've never had that dream.
Or like you're in
of
your
being naked.
underwear or whatever. Everyone's laughing at you.
And have you guys
I've never had that
actually had
dream.
a dream of falling?
Yeah.
Yes,
Like I
lots
hit
of
the ground,
times.
I wake up. Lots
Or
of
like when you're dozing off, and, oh, jeez, like I fell. I do it all the time.
But that's more of a reaction than it is a dream.
He's more like this.
Yeah.
Oh, gee.
no, that's me dreaming of Char killing me through suffocation.
He's like,
And it's not a dream.
okay.
Can we tell them about that? I'm going to tell. This is a sleep to me about punching me while we were sleeping.
Tell that
yeah.
story. It's just not that funny.
Well, I think it's abuse. I don't think it was funny. So, I don't know what your sleeping arrangement is, but Char and I were like, I'm
something funny.
hot bodied. We don't like, we have our,
You have a hot body?
yeah, I'm like a,
You think you have a hot
furnace.
body?
thanks, babe. Appreciate that. I'm like a furnace. So we kind of have a gap between us. Anyways, I was sleeping and I just felt like this. I don't know what I was dreaming about. Maybe my teeth were falling out and I felt this like punch in my back. I
In
like
your
wake
back?
up, like jolted. And I'm like, what the heck? And I turn around and it's like only Char in the bed. And I'm like, Char, why'd you just punch me? I'm like irritated by it. And she like rolls over. She acts like she's asleep. She goes, I didn't. And she like was annoyed with me for thinking that and I rolled over and I went
can
to
hear
bed
you
and I was
saying
like,
that.
did she punch me or did she not? And she's like smirking over there, but you lied
I
directly.
sleep lied.
You sleep
I woke
lied.
up the next day like a bruise on my back. I'm like, you punched me and you lied about
I
it.
sleep
Why did you
lied,
punch him?
But then because I think he was snoring. And then I remember turning over and I was like, wait, I actually think I did just punch him.
Wait, so your initial gut was,
But
no,
I
I
had to-
didn't.
but I had
And then
to-
you were like, oh,
Yeah, but I had to
did.
dig my heels in at that point.
Well, yeah, it's 3 a.m. Actually, like 2 nights ago, I literally do you guys hear stuff in your head?
No, that makes
What?
no, that's called schizophrenia.
Okay. I heard when I was sleeping a huge bang, but like was asleep, dead asleep. And I woke up and was like, Steve, go check the house. Like woke him up. And usually when I abruptly
At least I
wake
don't do
Steve up,
that, Matt.
he is
Go walk
on-
around the house aimlessly and look for a sound that didn't happen.
He is on
Would you not
his
have me
feet.
punch you?
He is on his feet immediately, like jumps out of
Like looking
here-
under cushions.
I found it, babe.
And
What's he looking for?
I literally sent him to go here. I was like, there's a loud sound. Go look around the house, make sure there's not an intruder. And he comes back and the whole time I'm like, did I hear a loud sound? Or did I just make that up in my head?
You probably made it up.
No, but then I thought Caden hits the wall a lot, so I thought maybe he did it.
Stetson, what would you do if an intruder came in your house?
Probably.
Well, very different answer 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. But even,
No, you had an intruder in your house 2 weeks ago?
no.
But I'm more
armed.
prepared now.
Wait.
Oh. Yeah, but
talk about this.
in the middle of the night, you wouldn't know what to do.
I think
We
it could be
had an
broad
intruder one
daylight.
time in
Stetson wouldn't know
college.
what to do.
Also, you have children like across the house. You have to be careful.
When I was in college,
You have to be careful that it's not like one of them, and then you like accidentally do something.
Not the one talking about this.
I literally was like, are you heroic or not?
Okay.
And
If there was an intruder in our house, I think I would be the one to attack.
What?
Yeah.
Over
Are
Matt?
you kidding me?
Okay, Char, you would
Yeah,
use
no, I
Matt's
would.
body as a shield.
No,
what you would do.
I think I'd go.
You would shove Matt
Ham.
into the man.
You're saying a burglar would come out?
What would
the
you
other-
do?
the other
Start
night-
swinging.
What swinging? What your little tiny fist?
Bats,
You don't have a bat.
knives.
You don't have
The
no. The
other
knives
night,
are
this is a waste of a story.
okay. What?
Mine?
Yeah, no, theirs.
Oh, the other night we were going to bed, and on the sliding glass door in our room, it's like cold, right? So there's like condensation, and like this little handprint like shows
No.
up on the door,
Gosh.
and not like not like a hand, but like
Paw.
no, like
Like a zombie
on the
hand?
glass, like you can see like the
Did we get that?
Imprint.
imprint. Okay, yeah.
Imprint.
And Angie's like, oh my gosh, like that kind of stuff freaks me out. I'm like, babe, we have 2 kids right at that same height. Like, it's probably one of them. So I'm like, this is so stupid. She's like, I don't know. That's weird. That's weird. I'm just like, this is so
weird.
dumb.
6
Like, I
fingers.
was like rolling my eye. Like, it's so dumb that you're even scared about that. And then right
And
as
then
I
we- then
walk,
you watch
and then, all of a
Signs.
sudden- and then as I walk out the house, and all of a sudden I look at the other glass door, and I see this like little person run across the glass door.
What?
And I'm like, oh,
No way.
for a split second, it freaked me out. And then I realized it was Mia in the reflection running from the hallway because I was coming back out and she was trying to run back to her bed. But I went from like, so dumb, honey. Like, why are you scared of that? To like, oh my gosh, it's just Mia.
Stetson's like, there's
I
demons in the
caught it
house.
like really
creepy.
late. And I just saw this little kid,
Yeah.
kid, like running across outside in the dark. But it was just a reflection, but it caught it perfect.
Honestly, like
Actually,
creepier than a full-grown man is a small.
Yeah, honestly, I was freaked out today at work. Somebody came in and I did not hear them come in. Like whenever that happens and like someone's standing there, you're like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh. I
Yeah,
didn't hear
Char
you.
gets startled by me.
I get
don't
startled
know.
by Steve all the time. I scream all the time.
Never once have you startled me.
Yeah, I don't startle Steve.
Anyways.
Okay, I'm gonna
Okay,
so actually, I'm gonna transition into what we're talking about today. So, we are actually talking about
Small children.
sleeping in small children. If we did not mean to do that, but we did that perfectly. And there was this woman that we interviewed. Her name is Tara. She started the Dreamland Baby Co. Weighted sleep suit. We all feel very passionately about all of our children sleeping.
Yeah.
But the one funny story to connect you guys to this subject is one time Stetson and I and our spouses went away on a trip and left our young children at the time with Char, who didn't have any kids yet. And when we got back, Stetson accused.
Wait, where was I?
What? You were with Char.
Okay.
You
Just checking.
Well, but you weren't
were
really.
you?
You were with Char, but were you really taking care of the kids?
He wasn't with me.
Remember, you
you
watched
mean?
him at Mom's. You might have been gone. I don't know. But anyways, because
Besides the point.
That's besides the point. Stetson calls Char and he's like, "What did you do to my baby girl? She won't sleep in her bed. She's afraid. You
Oh my
her.
god.
You left her in her crib for too long, or something like that, right?
Did I do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I called you. What did you do to my baby girl?
No.
Thank you. Can we get the clarity of these stories? I'm like, hey, what happened here? Just kids
fake
terrified of his
crap
crib
all
now.
the
What'd you
time.
do to it?
Yeah. You said.
Yeah.
You said my kid is terrified of.
But let's. She always was.
Still is.
She still is.
Maybe that's your
Which,
fault.
speaking of, since you gave me that weighted blanket, it
Does it
helped a
help?
lot. She uses it every night.
Really?
Okay,
yeah,
but-
Jacob has a weighted blanket too.
Yes, but that blanket has been recalled,
Oh.
and I did tell
Great.
you that multiple
Oh my
times.
gosh,
No, you
why?
didn't.
I think yes, I did.
It's
full of
I
lead.
told your wife.
Don't eat it.
No. It was recalled. I think for like safety, and I said,
Oh.
Safety.
listen,
Thanks a lot.
But they're like
FYI.
little kids.
That's something
Yeah.
you want
For
to
an
confirm. I
8-year-old.
heard when you
Well,
say it.
I said it to Angie.
How long have you known it's been recalled for?
I got an email. I actually got my money
It's
back
called
for
like
it.
a child.
So wait,
not,
no, time out, time
Maybe.
out.
For like
I
a
had-
baby.
I bought
for an
two.
8-year-old.
It's been recalled.
Yeah.
You have gotten a refund
Yeah.
for
Oh,
it.
I
And
called
you've yet
Angie.
to tell him yet.
No.
Angie!
Even worse, she got a refund for the one she gave me.
Yeah. Why would I give you that money?
Scum
I
of
gave
the
it to
earth move right there.
They sent me the money back. Like I didn't
But
even
why
have
did
to
you
ask for it.
tell him so his daughter doesn't get
So and
I
crushed by his
did.
blanket?
Oh my
you want
gosh.
this blanket? I thought, oh yeah, sure, that's great, thank you.
No, I got recalled after I gave it to you because my kid has night terrors. One of my kids has night terrors. And then you said about your daughter having a hard time sleeping, I was like, oh, try this weighted blanket.
Yeah, take this one.
Does it really help?
No, yeah,
So
she
what
loves
was
it.
interesting
Oh, wow.
about this interview?
Well, so she's first of all, she was on Shark Tank with it was kind of a risky move because she had barely any sales. She had like a Kickstarter.
Yeah.
That she just kicked off.
Yeah.
But
well, she gave us a behind the scenes, like,
Yeah, it was
what's
very cool.
the how do you even get on Shark Tank? And she said it was as simple as like an application, and she thought she'd be one of thousands and they'd never take her seriously. And she actually got a direct reach out from the executive producer.
Yeah.
And they have they film 2 times a year. It's July and September. I forget the dates. And she knew she was going to be late for whatever, but the interview that they had, she felt as though she checked all the boxes, and they definitely try to like theme out each person, the character that goes on. So she was like the American Dream story, and then there's like the villain that goes on or whatever. And
Right.
they still have credible businesses, but to Hope's point, she had like no sales. So she was still more so a concept.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
she told them like,
she get a
hey,
deal?
we have a GoFundMe.
Yeah, with Lori Greiner.
Lori.
Yeah.
But she was also open about saying that the deal actually never closed.
It didn't close, but it expedited her business for
Just
by
the
2 years.
airtime? Oh, wow.
Yeah, she actually said
she
it's
got
the
in a
best thing ever happened.
Nordstrom.
Why didn't it close? She didn't. They
I think it was too green. I could be wrong. I guess she didn't really go into that.
because they kind
I
of do
don't
their
really
due
know.
diligence.
Yeah,
after
that's
that.
what she said. She goes, after the due diligence, they were just like, I don't know.
But it's a pretty high percentage that don't happen.
Yeah.
But
It's
we
one of
talked
the
about
biggest
it.
trending sleep suits of all, like, baby gear right now. We use the Merlin's Magic sleep suit, and we were pretty loyal to it. Like, told everybody we knew to put it on the registry afterwards. Like, farmed it out, whatever. And now it's this other one. Like, even Diamond calling me with her 6-month-old, struggling with sleeping. She bought that one, and that's the only one that worked. And I opened it, surprisingly thinking that it was just going to be like thick fabric, like the Merlin's Magic sleep suit, and it's a weighted blanket. Like, it's literally like beads. It's like crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It works.
Do you think it's going to get recalled?
She had extensive research on the like health and safety benefits.
based on the weights and stuff.
Yeah. Like, she was very intentional with that stuff. So that's why they actually even got the deal.
Yeah.
Did she want to work with Lori?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's who she wanted. But
Which shark would you want to work with?
Oh, so easy. Such an easy answer.
Well, I have
What's your
two.
answer?
No, he's kind of been douche lately.
Who are you going to say?
Cuban?
Yeah.
No,
Okay, good.
Why don't you like Cuban?
No.
Okay. What about you?
Mr. Wonderful.
Really?
I don't think he's doing too good. I saw him on the most like random like cheapy commercial the other day. I'm like,
Yeah. I thought the same
you
thing.
see,
you
you
know.
see Shaq on a million cheapy commercials. That guy
That's
owns
how you know he's
700
going down.
businesses.
not doing as good as that thought he was.
Like an
He was
infomercial.
like
Crypto guy.
Have you guys seen that one? It's like he has like 3 different characters on the screen, and
Did you know that he started a Canadian?
He's not doing
I think
well.
the Shark Tank, he started a Canadian Shark Tank first.
I think the Canadian
Yeah,
Shark
Dragons
Tank
Den.
was first.
It was first, and
Yeah,
he
it
was
was.
on it
Same
because
with
he's
Robert.
Canadian.
So
yeah.
yours is Mr. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Why?
I think so. I used to be a big Cuban fan too, but I think he'd be tougher to work with. I've heard. I know that Mr. Wonderful's kind of like a character. Whatever,
Yeah,
but
I don't think
I've
he's like
heard
that
he's a
back.
very nice guy to work with, and he's also very competent. Obviously, all.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to work with him.
Hope?
Wait, can you pick from the like special guest ones?
No.
Okay, fine.
Because I would have said Richard Branson.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. I would say, Lori.
What about Barbara?
Barbara
Honestly,
is really
it also
interesting.
depends on what your product or business is.
I think Lori is very, I think Lori, it does depend on the product. You have to go. I think I would agree. Who's yours?
You're Cuban all day.
Probably
Yeah,
Cuban or Wonderful.
I was going to say Cuban or Lori, but
I like how wonderful
Why do you guys
Mr.
like
Wonderful's a
Cuban?
straight shooter.
Who's the other guy?
Why didn't
Fubu.
Damon?
Damon.
Yeah, and what's
Again,
the other
I
one?
guess it depends.
What's the one that always tries all the? What's his name?
Robert.
Robert.
Honestly, though,
He's
probably
goofy.
low key a really great
Who?
investor.
Who?
Robert.
Robert's probably very involved.
Yeah.
He feels really involved. Like
why
he
don't
like
we start
gets in-
Shark Tank for nonprofits?
Yeah.
That's been my idea.
No, your idea
For
is
so
I
long.
never heard that idea from you.
It's not Shark Tank for profit.
Like no, instead of the profit,
Yeah. It's
called
the
Dolphin Tank.
non-profit.
we should
and
pitch
just-
that to
Shark Tank.
no.
I think.
It's called Angel
Because
Tank.
that's kind of like
Marcus Lemonis. That's who does The Profit.
I know.
You just said pitch it to Shark Tank. I said no, pitch it to Lemonis.
Yeah, but that's a different show.
Don't pitch anybody.
Yeah,
Just start it.
It's instead of the profit, it's the nonprofit, and then he goes in there and sees their numbers.
Why don't we do-
He's like, this is not effective.
He's like,
not
what are
helping
you
anybody.
guys doing?
Instead of House of Business, why don't you start a podcast that you do it? You bring on nonprofits and talk
Yeah,
about
Char can do that.
Oh, Shark can do that.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea because people have ideas.
They
I
do,
just don't know
but-
how many more
House of Giving.
nonprofits we need.
House of Giving.
It's a lot.
People come on here, you build it up, and then if people like it, they can text this number and
give to it.
Yes.
You can launder
Oh,
money
that's a
through
great
us.
idea.
Great idea.
Actually, one of
HOG.
HOG.
Giving.
Hog. We're going to have Hob and Hog. One of our guests actually said you guys should do like a live YouTube where people pitch their ideas and you guys like pick it apart and then like other people can view it and be investors into it. I was like, maybe.
There's some legal
that's called Shark
boundaries
Tank.
Yeah.
No, I think
Yes,
I've seen
but
that
not
before.
Shark Tank.
What should our entry music be?
This music.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah,
bum.
yeah.
It's like, where'd you get that from? I did want to know one thing. What I loved about her story was her husband lost his job, and
yeah.
I don't think she was employed at the time either.
They
She was
both,
part of the
yeah.
strata.
That's why
So,
Shark Tank loved them because they had this crazy story.
4 kids, both unemployed, and she had that like aha moment where her 4th wasn't sleeping, and then she put the weighted blanket on top of him, and then from there it was just like I got nothing to lose, and within that short amount of time went from, I think it was her mother-in-law who made the first prototype to being on Shark Tank within a year and a bit. So we were talking about a previous podcast where it's just like sometimes you just gotta friggin' go and stop overthinking. She's a great example of that.
Well, Char, what are your thoughts on? So she's our second female interview, but also like true an entrepreneur. Like probably
I think it's tried and true.
Yeah, true.
tried and true.
Never heard true and true in my life.
As a female entrepreneur yourself, what would you say? Like, well, you don't want to talk about
What
this.
reads true?
What? What do you want me to say?
I was gonna ask, like, as a female entrepreneur, like, I appreciated her like speaking into like, she works from home. She has a employee, 10 employees, and balances that with all her kids, and is a very hard worker. And basically said like, when we asked her like, would you ever sell it? She was like, I mean, I'm gonna do this, I don't know, until I don't enjoy it. Like, she loves it right now. But like the challenge is, as a female in this space, I don't know. The world hasn't caught up to like equalizing any of that yet, obviously. And so like, as you're that person in our family that's tried to start something from the ground up yourself and wore all the hats, still do wear all the hats. And, I definitely would compare you to her.
Love me.
You're not a female.
Oh.
Yeah.
Different set of challenges.
Yeah.
Really? I mean, I'm home. I'm picking up the kids, dropping them off.
Well,
I mean, like,
No, I
Not
think
that different.
no, it's very different.
crush.
sexist.
No, it's not sexist. Char has to
There's
like,
nothing different other than she's a female.
yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I'm
that's
talking about. That's a big difference.
Not in roles.
What do you mean?
In
You're
business,
saying the role of like having to like pick up the kids and juggle being a mom.
In
and,
business,
in
100%. It's different running a company as a woman today
No.
in business. It's still
But
different.
he's
It's harder.
but
it's
the-
way harder.
but
Way
I
harder.
thought you were talking about the
She's
juggling of
raising-
like being a mom and family
No, I would
and
agree.
business.
She's raising funds on her own. She's doing all of
this
it.
generation of parents are sharing and splitting way more responsibilities.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, all of our family units do that. I
Yeah.
don't think it's uneven at all.
I mean, Aoife over here, right?
EFO.
Yeah.
IFA.
Aoife, as I said. Aoife.
It's IFA. You said IFO.
No, to Stetson's point, Hope, the examples you gave of her were like the family side. You didn't talk about the business stuff.
Well, I said she runs a company and she has 10 employees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I was arguing the point of saying like the running a house and a business at the same time.
I was
Yeah,
just comparing her and Char.
No, I feel like we split a lot of all of the home responsibilities. And I think it comes and goes in waves where there's times where Matt's doing more at home and I'm more focused on work. And then there's times where I'm doing more at home and he's more focused on work.
But you guys aren't just like workers. You're literally like started something and like dreamed it up and are executing it. There's a different like mental capacity to that.
Totally.
To her starting something and like having this idea. Her husband like called it Wasteland Baby
For the first year.
For the first year.
Waste. Oh, because they're just pouring so much money into it.
No, and not really. It was just more like it was a waste of time.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
And then and finally
mad about his podcast.
yeah.
Exactly.
House of Waste.
HOW.
And then she got on Shark Tank and he's like, okay, Dream Baby.
He actually was an actor.
Yeah, he was in the actually episode. Yeah, it was so funny.
Oh, that's awesome.
So Matt, are you gonna? I'm sorry, not Matt. Char, are you gonna now support Matt's dreams?
I do support Matt's dreams. Don't let him play the saga.
The what?
The what?
Saga.
Yeah.
What? How do you
Saga?
pronounce it?
Saga.
Matt,
First of all, I
don't
think it's
do
play the
that. Don't
victim.
victimize yourself.
Yeah. I not once have. I think you have a little bit of conviction.
No, I think
right
that
now.
you are pretty naggy.
I feel attacked.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining. Any final thoughts on any of that? Do you feel like you concluded?
I conclude.
Okay. Stetson, do you want to do the honors of your sign off?
Oh, deuces.